Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Magnificent Kimberly here. Thank you all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want to thank you all for the 111 subscribers that I have thus far on my YouTube channel. I know that, it may be a small number to, people who have big YouTube channels or, who do have a big YouTube channel. But this honestly means a lot to me because I didn't even think I would get to 100. Nonetheless, 110, 111. So, thank y'all so much. So, today's topic is going to be about how to heal from narcissistic abuse if you ever experienced that. So if you ever experienced narcissistic abuse, whether it was from a loved one, a parent, a sister, a partner, a friend, or whatever, this is the one for you. Please stay tuned and thank you so much. So like I was saying, today we're going to talk about a couple of different tips on how to heal from a narcissist, even if you have to co-parent with someone like that or not. I'm praying that these tips will help you guys to heal from a narcissist and their behavior and the trauma and abuse that you suffered at the hands / at the expense of them. So acknowledgement. So it's acknowledging that the person you're dealing with is a narcissist and that you need to remove yourself from the situation, especially if you're in a relationship with them. Remove yourself away from that romantic relationship because it's not a healthy romantic relationship for you to be in. If you are co-parent with them, keep them at a distance. If they are a family member, parent, whatever, a sibling, also keep them at a distance and try your best to not combat or argue with them because it's not going to go anywhere. That's step one, is just acknowledging that who you're dealing with is a narcissist and that whatever you say, whatever they do, they won't change, they won't care, and everything like that. So step two, what I mentioned in one of my shorts of setting boundaries with a narcissist, is setting boundaries. So setting clear, firm, strict boundaries with a narcissist and letting them know and making it known that if they cross these certain boundaries that you have placed, there will be consequences for their actions and that they will be limited or denied access to you if they do cross these boundaries of yours, because it's unacceptable. And it's nothing worse. I feel like a red flag for me is when you're dating someone or when you're with someone and they don't respect your boundaries. They have no respect for your boundaries. They have lack of respect for your boundaries, and there should be respect for each other's boundaries. That should be reciprocated and that should be mutual. Okay. So, and step number 3, seeking help from professionals, because it can be hard to get through to someone who's a narcissist, especially if they're a dangerous person, or even if they're not dangerous, but especially if nothing you're saying, nothing you're doing is working. It goes from in one ear out the other ear, and they're talking to them is just like a brick wall. Getting health professionals involved can help you to navigate the situation in a much better way than just with you two, instead of y'all doing it by yourself. So step 4, practicing self-compassion. So giving yourself grace and compassion despite what you're going through with this person, because it's so important to remember that it is not your fault for how someone else is acting. It's only your fault. I don't even want to say it like that, but you can only control how you react to the situation, how you react to someone. So learning to give yourself grace, compassion, and all that is very important. It's a very important step towards self-care and self-love, and it's actually absolutely necessary to do this. Even if you weren't dealing with a narcissist, if you are healing from anything in general, from any form of trauma, from any person in general, it's important to continue to practice self-compassion, grace, and self-compassion and grace. So being patient. So learning how to be patient with yourself and understanding that as much as you want this situation to get better, or want this person who is a narcissist to get better, they may not ever get better. Now, as Christians, we are supposed to continue keeping people who are narcissists in prayer, praying for their salvation, praying for their deliverance, praying that they get saved by the holy blood of Jesus Christ. However, it's truly up to that person as to whether they want to get saved, as to whether they want to get changed. So if you're praying for someone who's unrepentant, I wouldn't say to stop praying for them, but I feel like praying for someone only works if you know that they have some level of wanting to change or willingness to change within them. If they have no level of willingness to change, or they're just unrepentant and they keep doing stuff, which equates back to being unrepentant, then I wouldn't say your prayers are wasted. But most times out of 10, I don't know, because God can change anyone, right? Like, God can do anything. God can heal anyone. God can change any person and everything. But again, it's really up to that person to make the necessary changes needed to be who they need to be who God called them to be, and to walk within alignment with God. So, again, it's all a personal choice. God gave us all free will. So whether they change or not, at least you did your part as far as praying for them and everything. Because there's true power in prayer. There definitely is. Okay, I already said that. So exercising self-care. So it's important to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and doing things that contribute to you taking care of yourself, such as paying attention to your stress levels, getting enough sleep at night, making sure you get enough sleep at night, or try to at least, eating healthy, taking time to do things you enjoy, connecting or reconnecting with people in your life who are positive influences in your life, and who will give you who are basically wise counsel, who give you encouragement, positivity, motivation, all that. Using coping skills that you may have learned in therapy, or that you may have learned in general over time. Using coping skills to help you navigate or manage your relationships. Also practicing mindfulness techniques, or even, I was supposed to scratch that because I don't know if that's aligned with God, but praying to God, talking to God, getting your feelings out, venting it out, and all that. And also just doing things you love, like finding hobbies that you love to do, whether it's like past hobbies that you love to do, or even new hobbies, because sometimes, for example, sometimes our past hobbies won't be the same hobbies that we would like to, that we still like doing in the present. So for example, I used to paint a little bit. I'm not really a good painter like that. Like, I'm not really good at painting, but I did used to paint. And even now, painting was never really a hobby of mine. It was just something that I did. So although it's something that I did, it's not really a hobby. So it's not something that it's not something that I would continue to do consistently, because it was not really a hobby of mine. It was just a hobby that I was trying out, right? So yeah. So just, finding hobbies and realizing that the same hobbies that you like growing up might not be the same hobbies that you like in the present or even in the future. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's totally okay. That's totally fine. Learning to lean on your support system. So learning to be interdependent, which means learning to depend on others when you are going through a hard time, or with the current situation you're going through. Learning to depend on others, learning to go to others when you need to. And I feel like in society we have gotten so caught up with not going to others, and feeling like if we ask for help that we are a burden to others. So it couldn't be further from the truth, and the complete opposite. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking others for help, and there's nothing wrong with getting help and seeking help from your loved ones, or even seeking professional help from mental health professionals or health professionals in general, depending on what type of help you need. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with leaning on your loved ones for help, and they can also give you a sense of clarity and confirmation, and even a clear depiction or perception of the full picture of of the situation that you've been going through. And they can validate your pain, they can reassure you, they can keep you busy, especially on difficult days, such as going out with you, asking to hang out with you, and they can remind you that this is not your fault. Although what happened is not your fault, or how a person behaves and treats you, it's not on you, it's on them. So yeah, these are a few tips to how to heal from a narcissistic person, or how to heal from narcissistic abuse, or even how to heal from trauma. Is to acknowledge it, set boundaries, practice compassion, be patient, exercise self-care, leaning on others for support, and everything. So yeah, this is just, how the basic steps on how to heal from narcissistic abuse. And also making sure that you're continuing to keep them at a distance. Like you love them at a distance, you pray for them at a distance, because I feel like if you are living with someone who's a narcissist, or you are in close proximity of someone who is a narcissist, it's really hard. It's really hard to heal from that type of trauma or pain when you're in close proximity. But if you have no choice but to live in the same house as them, for example, then I would say when there are any arguments that come up, don't feed into it. Just walk away. Although it's hard not to. Remember to control your tongue. I think the book of James talks about controlling your tongue. I'm not sure, I forgot. But remember to control your tongue, because that's something I'm working on. Remember to control your tongue, to walk away. And you also have to learn to pick and choose your battles. So some battles you're not going to win with a narcissist, or you're not going to win with someone who is a narcissist. So you have to learn how to choose your battles wisely. Also, just know when to walk away, love them at a distance, continue praying for them, asking God to help you, because God could be teaching you something. God could be teaching you how to develop patience, or how to establish patience. God could be teaching you how to deal with toxic people in the workplace system that you'll have to deal with, who may act the same way as this person is. So it's just important to also incorporate that into healing or moving on from a narcissistic person. It's really about not feeding into what they're doing or saying. If they're like texting or spamming you, block them, or don't even respond. Like, just go ghost. Or even if you have to co-parent with them, using the gray rock method, where you just give vague answers and you only make it about the child and nothing else. And if it's not about the child, you don't feed into it, you don't respond, none of that. So yeah, I'm really just praying that this helps. I do pray to do more videos on narcissists, like on how to heal from narcissistic people, how to overcome narcissistic abuse, trauma, and all that, because it's very real, and a lot of people are going through this, like from, even from childhood all the way up to adulthood. Like, a lot of people have experienced this, and I think most of my audience is female, like 52% female, and I want to say like 33% male. So I just pray that this video helps both men and women, not just men or women, but just I pray this video helps both men and women to learn how to deal with a narcissist, and to learn how to heal from someone who is a narcissist. And so I want to thank you guys so much. If you ever experience narcissistic abuse, from whether that's been an ex-partner, current partner, friend, family member, sibling, and all that, please share your experiences down in the comments below, and let me know. You guys definitely know that I do have experience with dealing with that. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Please stay tuned. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much. Bye.